Before you put cattle in the yard, you should always come and check your yard to make sure everything's up to scratch, like there's no protruding objects or gates that have got broken hinges or things like that. So what you do, you come into the yard, go for a walk right around the yard, check everything, like check your chains, make sure they're welded on properly, there's no cracks in the welding, and your hinges on all your gates, like make sure that the weld on the backs is good so that if a cow hits it, it's not going to end up on top of you. So you just go for a walk all around your yard, check your sliding gates to make sure they're greased up. See, this one is very tight, so they need to put some oil along the top so that it works good, because if a cow goes to go in and you go to block it, you're not going to be able to block it, and the cow hits it, it'll bang it back, slam it into you, and you can get hurt. So just be very careful. Then you just keep walking around, checking things, and you see something like this piece of wire sticking out here like this. You know, if a cow come up there and run into that, bang, straight into the eye. You know, so they've got to either do it up properly and push it out. The best thing is to get a pair of pliers, cut it off and tuck it in. And check to see there's no big rocks, like, you know, a rock like this. Someone could trip, like if a cow was chasing them or charging them or something, they went to run away, they could fall over that. So just walk in the yard, chuck all your rocks out. And other things like these sticks and that here, you know, they're very dangerous. Don't try making a big mess outside, just throw it outside so people can pick it up later and take it away. It's a good thing to be able to, you know, if you've got a yard and it's out in the open spaces, to plant some trees. A little bit of breeze makes it a cool working area. That's one thing kids have got to remember, is to, if you plant some trees, to go and water them and keep them going. Like this yard here is a beautiful yard because it's got trees everywhere, all out the backyard. There's trees there, the cows can stand in the cool. Some of them will probably come 20k before they get here. So it's a good place for them to just go back to the yard and give them an hour or so spell before you do anything, and they're all cooled off. Another thing that's fairly helpful is sprinklers, and it makes the ground no dust, and the cattle don't get gut full of dust and get half cooked, especially when a lot of these yards these days have got hay in them, and the hay is, when it's dry, is very dusty, and it's not good for you. You can see cattle running around with snotty noses, and it's because they have no water. Water, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the main things, if it's at all possible, to have in yards. Is get rid of the dust, and it keeps the working area cool. As I say, anything that's helpful to keep the cattle cool, it keeps people cool, and it saves accidents.